Hello, folks. It's your friend James here to speak upon a matter of great importance. My opinion and philosophy why internet dating does not work. Here's the primary reasons why internet dating doesn't work. The main reason is since we've become such a superficial world, only focused on faces and boobs, we're not really fully communicating who we are as a human being. We've run to the store and gone to the candy aisle and just unwrapped everything and ate it all at once. And unfortunately, initially that sounds like a lot of fun, but then later on you're throwing up and you're very empty from just sugar. Sugar won't save your day. It makes you a fat pig and turns you into a diabetic. So metaphorically speaking, just indulging in shallow, empty relationships, i.e. sexual little quick tryst in the night, will not work for your soul long term. So, the main reasons are as follows, in my opinion. You cannot fully communicate who you are on the internet, because really what people, I think, fall in love with are the nuances that are not communicated on the internet. Like your mannerisms, your quirky behaviors, your funny personality traits that can't be communicated on the internet, especially with people who are not great writers. And I consider myself a pretty good writer, and I can communicate a lot of stuff. But what I notice is as soon as I write anything of depth or detail, people don't really bother reading that. And so why bother? Because we're all living in this sugar ADD world where you got to operate so fast. Oh my God, she's hot, he's hot. Let's hook it up. Let's make it happen. But then it all falls apart quickly. We're not developing deep long-term relationships because we're not putting really the effort into that anymore because of our stupid new technology that's made everything instant coffee. And so the other parts of it are still related to the same subject, which is, like the quality of your voice, the way you touch somebody, all these things that you cannot communicate. We're just basing things off of, how people look. And in the end of the day, we've gone down a really slippery slope. I'm looking at such a change, even from internet dating in the beginning, years ago, was, I gotta say, deeper than it is now. I look at some of these websites and people on there, especially where I'm currently working on a movie in a town. I'll leave nameless, but many people know where I'm at. It's just really prostitutive behavior. And I feel bad because it seems like a lot of the women feel like they just need to be sexual products. And so tons of pictures of boobs in the bathroom, girls in their underwear in the bathroom or in their bedroom or laying on their bed. I love all these pictures laying on my bed and put my hair all around me and then squish my boobs together, and that makes me look really sexy. Yeah, what the problem is, guys by nature are territorial. They're very you're my partner, or whatever you want to say. In the caveman terms, guys aren't really into sharing by nature. So when you put yourself on the internet in a lot of sexual kind of ways with pictures like that are revealing, smarter guys, at least people like me probably, and I think actually a lot of guys by just human nature, just think, oh, well, okay, every dude in town's seen your pictures, or every dude in town has gotten ridiculous naked pictures of you as soon as you start talking to them. And the problem with that is you're kind of like a commodity in the sense that as you give away parts of yourself that should be private or for a private relationship, guys are aware of that, and they just is a big turnoff. It's a turnoff that you're showing parts of yourself that are to be more sacred for a relationship. And I'm not a religious person or anything like that, but these are just more natural laws of the universe. And when you break the natural laws of the universe, it backfires. And this is what we're seeing now with the highest rate of divorce. Kids born out of wedlock. It's a big train wreck now because people are just going for the sugar and it's all very empty. I'm really kind of, bummed out by some of the relationships I've actually had with people where women are behaving much more like men. They're much more like aggressive and 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 then very disconnected. Once you have the emotional romantic side of the relationship develop, it's weird. There's very strange disconnection. You might be intimate with somebody. 2 minutes later, they're throwing their clothes on and heading out the door. And that's a certain kind of behavior that to me is related to more of a different career, one of the oldest professions in the world that everybody knows what I'm talking about. So I think we're going to have a reckoning of our behavior and move back to more of a natural way of connecting with people. I'm noticing a lot of TV shows on Discovery and stuff in particular, where a lot of people are like moving to Alaska or Utah or Idaho or somewhere in a more rural place, rural, where they're kind of getting back to more basics of living, where people live more naturally, they have more natural connections with nature. I see that it's really where we're going to have to go to get back to any kind of normalcy. The digital age of internet technology, for the most part, is people are going to argue with me here, but for the most part, is really a mistake. It's been a tragic way of removing everybody's jobs. So many people that used to have jobs don't have jobs now. They've been transferred into some other kind of job that's way lower paying, and you've been replaced by some kind of internet application on your phone. I see that happening all the time. So overall, there's just a really large problem that if we don't address, we're going to just turn into really the whole Matrix thing. We're really close moving into the Matrix in a bad way, where it's just, why are people even born? You can just put their brain in a jar, plug some wires in it, and then they can just sit there and play their video games with no body, so the body doesn't eat food and ruin the planet. And that's really, in a weird way, kind of where we're moving. Hopefully not. But back to my original subject, yes, the internet dating is definitely a mistake. I think, I'm sure there's people that meet people and have relationships. My sister met somebody in particular. She stayed with him for 15 years. I didn't like him from the minute I met him. He turned out to be a dirtbag. And so there's quite an illusion created with digital technology. Facebook, people make realities that aren't reality. So, yeah, I hope that people get this message in a positive way. We really need to move back towards a organic, more natural way of connecting with people. Okay, have a great day.